knows what this is?
A bat.
You sure?
Yeah.
It's not an owl. It's a bat? I think you might be right. We'll find out. Who do you think is going to come out of the factory? Do you think it'd be Batman? Do you think it'd be the Batmobile? All right. All right. Everybody, we're going to count to 3. Throw it right in there. Press those buttons.
1, 2, 3.
And ring this bell really loud. Louder, 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 louder. Still thinking. Still thinking. Who could it be? Who could it be? It is. Oh, it's Michelle. Let's give Michelle a hand.
It is a bat.
Okay, I need everybody. Voices off.
You guys are so excited to see my bat. I'm with the Organization for Bat Conservation. I'm here to talk about how cool bats are. This is a big brown bat, a bat that you would see right here in Michigan in your backyard. Now, I said bats are important. Can you think of, raise your hand if you think of a reason why bats would be important. Why would bats be important?
Why are they important?
Because, I don't know.
Another idea?
Because they eat mosquitoes.
Because they eat mosquitoes. That's exactly right. That's one of the reasons why bats are so important. This bat right here that lives in your backyard would eat 600 to 1,000 mosquitoes in 1 hour, not the whole night. That would be like if you were able to eat 40 pizzas, not just a slice of pizza, but the whole pizza, 40 of them in an hour. Could you do that? I don't know. I think that you would be very, very full if you ate that much. It is a real bat. It is a real bat. Oh, remember, you have to keep your voices quiet because the bat gets scared. When you have loud voices, the bat gets very scared because he has really good ears. He uses something called echolocation to find his food, and he has to use sound. You guys know what an echo is? Raise your hand if you know what an echo is.
Echo.
Echolocation is when you make a sound in your big room and then you hear it after you're done. Bats use that to find their food. Now, bats are important because they eat bugs. All the bats in the United States, except for a couple, will eat bugs. They also eat different things in different parts of the world. In some parts of the world, they eat plants, such as fruit, and they help spread the seeds of the fruit. When they eat the fruit, they go to the bathroom, and the seed comes out, and it grows into a tree. So bats are helpful in planting. They're also helpful because they pollinate flowers, just like a bee pollinates flowers. So they are very, very helpful. Now raise your hand if you know where a bat would live. Where would a bat live? In a tree. Some bats do live in a tree. You're right. Any other ideas?
Right here. Where else could they
In a cave.
In a cave. Bats could live in a tree. They could live in a cave. Any other ideas? One more.
Under a bridge.
Those are all perfect places for a bat to live. We said that he could live in caves, in trees, under bridges, and sometimes you find them in your house. It's not always great to have them in your house, so you can actually give them a bat house. This is a house that those bats could live in. Raise your hand if you think you know how many of those little bats that you just saw would live in this house.
Anybody over here want to take a guess? Okay.
How many bats?
10.
10 bats. How about
Anybody
two more
else?
guesses? 2 more guesses.
100.
100.
One more guess.
11.
11. You were close when you said 100. 100 of those little bats, 60 to 100, could actually live inside of this house. So you can put up one of these. Now I said sometimes they go in houses because they don't have any places to live anymore. They don't have all the trees that they used to. And if you have a dead tree in your yard, sometimes you cut it down because you're afraid that it's going to fall in your house. So you could put up a bat house instead to give it to a place to live. Now if you have a bat that comes into your house, should you pick it up and pet it? No, not a good choice. What you should do is you should leave it alone and tell Mom and Dad where it is, and then they can call somebody to take care of it. And make sure, I want you to repeat this with me, don't touch wild animals. We just want to remember not to touch wild animals because they don't go to the vet like your dogs and cats go to the vet. So we want to make sure that you don't touch them because they don't go to the vet to get their shots to make sure that they're healthy like the other ones. So it's just a good thing to remember, don't touch wild animals, and if you see one, tell your Mom and Dad where it's at. All right, thank you. Do you have any more questions about it?
Let's have a question. One
All right.
question. That's,
How do they get food in those little houses?
Oh, that is an excellent question. How do they get food in these little houses? The moms feed the babies milk. So the moms give it to them from their bodies. The babies don't have to leave to get it, but the moms have to go out and look for bugs. And can you see that there's a little hole down here? Yeah. Do you see that hole? That's where the moms can fly in and out. They land right here, and they can crawl up here. So when the moms have to go get food, they come out of this little spot, and then they fly away and go get food, and then they come back to their babies.
we're going to give Michelle a thank you. Thumbs up. Hey!